Good afternoon. It's 4:24 and just kind of got back from school, preparing to do some work. But I've just booted up my laptop and it turns out I have a college captain meeting on the 6th of February, so on Thursday. So, I haven't minutes, but I am the college captain of my school. That's pretty cool. And I also have a student leader induction day sometime soon. So that's pretty cool. So that's on Thursday. I have a meeting. And right now I'm going to do some PE notes because today I had no school. Well, I had school, but it was basically a day off. We had the whole year 12 cohort go and have it's called Year 12 Immersion Day, and we had a couple guest speakers talk about their journey through school in Year 12, and to be fair, it was so boring. But the day's done, that's good, and onto the better part of schooling, getting some stuff done. So I'm going to do some PE now, and then I'll have some food, and then after that I'm going to do some English. 6:30. I just finished chapter 3 of PE Notes. What I just did was practice variability if it's a blocked practice or a random practice. So blocked practice is when you do one skill repetitively, like in tennis you do like a forehand, and say if it's that's for a blocked practice. If it's for a random practice in tennis, you'd be like doing a practice game, so you'd be doing forehands, backhands, slams, drop shots, all those kind of things. So, and what we're saying is for cognitive learners, so the beginner, blocked practice is really important because it is developing technique, and for associative, which is the middle ground, it is kind of important, and random practice is also important because it starts developing game sense and decision making. And then for autonomous, so people who are really good at the sport, or people who have played enough to know what they're doing without thinking about it, random practice is the most beneficial for them, and cognitive practice is not very important at all unless they're like changing technique or something, like changing the grip of their racket or something like that. So is that. And I think I have one more booklet about, maybe, actually, I don't think so. I'm going to have a sack for that pretty soon, and now I'm on to writing about English. So, I didn't explain it very well yesterday, and I don't think I'm going to explain it very well now, but what I am trying to do is have a form of protest against the social norms, so the normal things society does, and, for me it doesn't seem very normal because I've not done them for such a long time, but it is the things such as staying up late deliberately and consistently without feeling bad, just like pulling an all-nighter for the sake of pulling an all-nighter, as well as, scrolling for hours and hours and playing video games without really thinking about it. So basically acting with a purpose is the form of protest to what I'm doing. So the main character, I don't think I've come up with a name yet. His brother has gone to jail, and this has enlightened something within him to become a better person, to start doing the good habits, and that is the protest. The protest is doing the good habits, acting outside the social norm, because a protest is something that showing that you disagree with something, and that is essentially what the good habits are, showing you disagree with what society thinks. So I have to somehow portray that in a couple letters. So I think it's a good idea. I do like it. I know it's a good idea because I'm going to do it. So I'll get to that. I'm going to read the first letter today. I'm going to write 5 letters in total, maybe 7, depending on how well it goes. And I wrote the first one in English last Friday. And it's not very good. It's not very detailed. And to be fair, it would get a low. So I have to work on adding detail and something like that. So I have the rubric. I can put the rubric on the screen now. And basically, I'm aiming for the very highs. I'm probably not going to reach it, but the goal is there. If I fall short of it, it's a high. A high is good, especially in English, because English is not very easy. Only certain people are good at it. So, yep. I'm gonna get onto that now. Alright, so that was about 50 minutes of English, and I wrote 2 pages, and I finished the first letter. So I'll put that on the screen now, and you can read that, or pause the video if you'd like to read that now. And I think, as far as it goes, it was pretty good. As it is, a first draft, I think there's a level of personal things in it. There's the level of let's say, protest. The idea of protest was in there. Not in the sort of sense that... Actually, the idea of protest wasn't in there. And I think, or I know that when I do it again, when I write it again, I will add, like, the I am sick of this way of life kind of vibe into it. So read it now, and I'm gonna change it again, probably tomorrow or the next day. And well, that's that. And I'm about to go get ready for soccer training because I have that in about half an hour now, and I'll upload this video after soccer training.